Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate the interest to the channel and for what's going on out there in space, deep space and on the moon, obviously. This is a beautiful surface shot. Look at the sharp edges and straight gashes that you can see on the surface that seem to be covered by this haze. Now, the colors that are on the surface of the moon, you have blue, whether it be a haze or an industrial, a natural haze or an industrial haze, doing really good with this light technique to find the connecting structures. And of course, where you see more of the prominent light areas, those are where the structures are really apparent. Now, from far, what may look like a mountain, look at the straight edges that you see like it was built. It's a straight edged surface terrain. This was completely constructed. There's nothing natural about it, anything of it. I'm not afraid to say it at all. It's very obvious that it's not natural. The straight edges that we are seeing all over the surface of the moon is just.
He asked me to get sinus iridum directly from this magnificent photo, beautiful photo. Well, sinus iridum's right here. And from this photo, also, this would be photo number 4 that I'm showing you the city on. That they are not pixels, but structures. This towering object, crazy penguin, that we keep talking about, you and I, at the end, and many others, of course, at the end of the apple bite on the right side of Sinus iridum, just beside Laplace A, which is right here. We have that dark spot, but I see this towering object beside it. We'll have to get in closer and see it. But right now, directly, without moving anything, we're going to zoom in to Sinus iridum, which is directly there, leaving the base. It's going to shake, but that's okay. It's going to be a normal shot. I'm going to try to do this not too blurry for you, not too shaky for you guys. So just to see the structures at the bottom of Sinus iridum here, to show you that the structures are really there. Even though it's far away, we could still see those platform slide-like structures and platforms that are all there behind. Look at that. Mesmerizing. So just to show you on this picture directly, went straight up to show you the structure. So it's not something I invented. It's really there, on right in Sinus iridum.
And Plato crater, the structures, anomalies beside Plato crater, Sinus iridum, over the Sea of Rainbow. Look at Laplace A right there. I'm pointing to it right now. It's where China was supposed to have landed, but apparently had too many problems with an uneven terrain. Of course, it's uneven. This is at the end of Sinus iridum, the black, always black, prominent shadow or structure that we see. It seems to be a hole going inside of the surface. Now look at all the colors all around it. The astronauts did say it, guys. We're forgetting there was black glass on the moon. He saw it. They saw it. The first astronauts that landed on the moon. Also, we saw, oh, and Luna 7, by the way, landed just to the left of the apple bite. Here, with a light effect, here is that dark area again, whether it be an entrance, a tunnel, or a structure. There is a lot of levels right beside it, underneath it, south of it. Here is, I call it the double guitar string, the harp. It seems like this runs, I've seen it in X-ray, okay? It runs all the way to the end of the photo, these two strands leaving these lights, and there's a square around the center. What are they? I don't know. Looks like coastlines, doesn't it? See, you'll see the straight edges while you're skimming through here, and these are platforms, I call, okay? Probably moon dust, obviously, but on top of them, they have these and what look like structures all the time and levels. Many triangular or square edges, dome-shaped spheres, entrances, spheres in front of entrances, levels, straight edges. Look at this here, turning around a flat crater. That is a crater, ladies and gentlemen. Right up there, that's I don't know the name of it, but it's named a crater. And when you look at it, it is not a crater. You will see at the near the end of this video the best photo you'll ever see in the world of a flat crater, a flat-edged crater. I got the proof, guys. It's right there. We have to look into this, try to get um, I don't know, some way for um, the, our governments to tell us the truth by seeing the way we're going to react to all of this. And people are just not believing it. And I don't know what to say else. I mean, there's a crater again with a light effect on it. There are three here in the photo. Big crater at the bottom there, and many levels inside these craters. It's not a flat crater. You'll see these levels inside that run off and then entrances that look like there are entrances, square geometrical shapes inside, in and around the crater's edges. The rampart of ejecta, if you want, is what NASA calls it. And listen, the ejecta, don't forget, this is what the rover, Chinese rover, is going to try to aim for, I'm almost positive. The characteristics of the ejecta, okay, hold the entire everything that happened, the activity of the asteroid that hit, for example, which I really don't believe hit. I believe this supposed ejecta is like we have here, my friends, pavement. Okay, we use pavement. They use what we call their form of pavement ejecta. Look at the flat crater. The bottom is my lens. Don't look at the round, big black round. That's nothing. It's my lens that's in front of the photo. So is the straight line on top. Look in the center, the city here. Look at that nice wall. It goes all the way connected to that circular round crater, the flat edge. And we're talking over 250 miles long. Okay? Of course, I measured this same photo with the photo that's on this photo of Tycho crater, which is um, just under 90 kilometers. Now, listen, look closely what's going on here. This is a city, massive city around a structure. And now, inside these craters, this is what I am expanding as photos to be able to show you what's inside. These are only inside the crevices. Not only, but what I've gotten are only inside the crevices. Beside Plato crater and Cassini crater, you can see also structures like this on the surface, very apparent and not hiding at all. But again, under a type of either industrial haze or cloud, we don't know yet, of course. Very colorful, at times, these clouds and areas. Now, look at these pipes. Could they have not just created an atmosphere inside these pipes and tunnels? It's not impossible. Or if they need oxygen, I mean, if they're that advanced, they know how to get oxygen, right? So it's like, screw the atmosphere, get the oxygen, seal the stuff up, get some weapons, protect the planet. Boom, that's it. We live in peace. I mean, why why break your head? Look at this, guys. I don't understand the straight-edged crater. And look to the right, what looks like glass structures or this. Could it be salt? Could it be a sort of mineral that they're building? A mineral that's very, very prominent inside of the moon, on the inner walls of the moon, maybe inside of the deep craters and caverns of the moon. Could they have maybe these basalts or sort of salts that are very solidified after having been heated, but maybe not by the asteroids and maybe more by Aristarchus crater? I don't know. The industrial companies that are on the surface of the moon. This is an X-ray shot. Look at the levels. You're seeing Many different levels on the surface. Guys, it's on the moon. All these levels. We want to see them. Why aren't we seeing them? All the space stations should be showing this to us. But the thing is, you have to post process and edit and enhance most of the photos to be able to see them. Now, see the installation that had these lights, beams running across. Now, this is an x ray. It looks like we're looking at a bone inside your or an elbow or a knee. Look at the connecting areas as we pan up and down here and the teeth marks inside of this. Now, these are very straight edges that we see on the surface of the moon, and we should not, guys. Hey, thanks for listening, guys. More to come. These are the channel contributors. I love you guys.